Hello everyone, welcome back to my 1.18 survival world. Now, a lot has changed since the last video because I recorded a whole new video, but being really stupid, I accidentally deleted the videos to save some storage before I uploaded it, which meant that I could not upload the video because all the footage had gone. So, I've got a lot to catch you guys up on. Starting with these villagers, off camera I did a whole lot of grinding, so they are all, I was about to say they're now all on one, but it seems some of them have gone up a bit. But you see they've all got really cheap stick trades, which is good. Some of them have gone up to 2. That must have been... Do they do that over time? Perhaps it's something they do over time because most of them are on 2. But it's still very cheap, so that's okay. I also have been working on just improving the general area, so I've got some paths in and a staircase here, and I've been working on putting some crop fields in, as you'll see up here as well. We've got some nice wheat fields outside, and we changed the block path to coarse dirt. Obviously the staircase, which I briefly mentioned, and we've also got this whole bit over here. We transformed this villager house into a sort of mushroomy greenhouse where we have 2 farmers in to give us golden carrots. So we've got a supply of golden carrots now, which is good. And then I also, in the missing last video, decided that I was going to do something here, whether I tunnel straight through and build something on the other side, or I turn this into some form of house. But anyway, today's video is going to be all about farming, which means some automatic farms. I would quite like a kelp one and sugarcane, because if I can get dried kelp blocks, that would be a good fuel, because I did put lava buckets in, but I'm really short on coal, as you can see. So kelp would be useful, and obviously sugarcane for when I eventually get an elytra for the rockets, and maybe paper trade with librarians, although we've got the sticks, so I don't think that's necessarily a necessity. Cactus farm could also be good, but that's just reminded me of the other thing I have to show you guys that I did. I moved the animals from over there by where that house was, and I created 2 little pens. So we've got 1 for sheep and 1 for cows. These aren't really permanent. They will have something that looks a bit nicer in the future, but they're that loud I just wanted to move them away. So I'm gonna go and find a good place to build some auto farms. We've obviously got the potential tunnel over there, or we've got this area here, so I'm going to have a think about what I would like to do with this, and then I'm going to come back and sort something out. So I'll see you then. Since the last clip, I've been doing a bit of thinking and a little bit of work, and I've decided that actually bamboo is going to be the best farm to go for, because not only can I use it as fuel, although it won't be the best fuel, so coal might just be better, but I can also make sticks out of it, which obviously I can trade with those very noisy villagers. So I'm thinking of doing something down here. So I created this sort of little rock face, which I'm going to do sort of along here as well for a bit more realism, and obviously textured it a little bit, and I did the same for the cave over here. I'll just show you that. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do an auto bamboo farm because they're very easy and there's multiple uses, whereas the kelp, which I was initially considering, has only really got the fuel use. So I'm thinking of doing something down here. I was originally going to plan some sort of garden with some sort of underground thing here, but I'm thinking it could be nice to do something along here, but I might just end up doing something down here as well. So I'm not too sure quite what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to carry on thinking a little bit, and then we're going to rock and roll and get on with this automatic bamboo farm. But first, a little more texturing. Okay, so I think it's finally time to get to work on this automatic bamboo farm. But that means I have to start with this. So I moved this back a little bit, as you can see, because the grass still hasn't grown. because I'm planning to put the farm in here in some form of building. But obviously I did this and I'm decently happy with the shape of it, could do with a little bit of patching up. But I'm going to turn this to stone because I think it will just look a bit better. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to craft the materials I need, and then I think we'll finally be ready to start the actual building. Okay, so I've got the materials I need to start this off, and I've got my very rough cliff in place. So I'm not too sure what I actually want to do for this. So I'm just going to try and get some sort of rough outline in place. Something like this maybe. And so then the plan's to have bamboo on this side and also on this side with some form of glass in between. I don't really know what I want to do exactly. This is just sort of a rough idea, and then obviously we'll have pistons along like this with the observers across like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into a time lapse now of me building the building, and then I'm going to do the interior, and I'll bring you back in when we've got some more progress. One time lapse later and we are done. So I finished texturing the build, which I hadn't done in the time lapse, as you can see with the moss and the green concrete powder, which I did on that build. I do still need to texture this with the andesite like I did over here on this and by the cave over there. But as you can hear, it is up and running. So we've got just the very simple general automatic farm for sugarcane or bamboo. We've got that system in place with the redstone behind there. But we've got a hopper minecart underneath, so if we head down this ladder, as it comes past, you can see that the bamboo will pick up there. I haven't got any sort of offloading into a hopper and chest system because I don't think it's going to produce that much. It's only small and I'll be collecting it quite regularly. So I think my next step is to work on this area over here, obviously do the texturing there. I'd also like to add in some wheat fields like I have up here because I'm really pleased with the way this looks. And I'm also thinking that I might change these to wheat as well. I just prefer the sort of vivid yellowy, pale yellow colour compared to this. It's just a little bit too bright and just stands out a little bit too much. So I'm thinking I'm going to change this to wheat first. As well as adding in some wheat fields over here. And then I'm really looking forward to developing this place in the future. I think I've sort of got the starter house which stands out with sort of the lighter palette, and then we've got slightly darker here with the green, and this is something I'd like to continue into the dark oak forest maybe. But I'm thinking up of sort of some plans for a bigger base. And sort of plans for future episodes. So I'm going to get to work on the texturing and adding some wheat fields, and we'll see what progress we can make. Well, I've climbed to the top of this scaffolding pillar, as you can see, and we're actually quite high up, but I just climbed up here to take a look. Oops, I forgot you can't crouch on scaffolding. I just climbed up here to have a look on what we've achieved so far, and I think it's really cool. We've got the starter house here with the mushrooms, we've got the wheat fields. These ones are still growing, and I've bone mealed most of this. But we've got those wheat fields down there, and I've added in some more pathing in here. So there are obviously still some farming things to deal with, like the cactus and the sugar cane. But I'm really pleased with what we've been able to achieve today, and the bamboo farm, which, if I just head down, because I did make one slight alteration that I would like to show you. So, I don't know if you remember, but I used glass panes in front of the farm. So, as you can see, these were glass panes, and I've changed them to glass blocks, because what I was finding was the bamboo was getting stuck on the inside on the pane, and so hardly any was being collected. But as you can see now, if I check, we're doing much better, which is good. So I'm hoping that it's going to be alright. I'm probably going to mostly just turn it into sticks to then trade with the villagers, because we've got the good good progress on the villagers in there, and also these villagers who we did. Well, unfortunately you didn't see these guys get done today because of the lost video footage, but we did them as well. So I think looking forward in terms of farms, like I said, the cactus, the sugarcane, and I'd like to do something a bit more permanent for those animals. But I think we've made a really good start, and I'm really happy with these wheat fields. So there is one more thing I'm going to do today, and I don't know if you remember, but in the very first episode over in this village, I saw some cats, and I think it's finally time that we went and got some cats as pets, and maybe next time we'll build something for them. Or maybe I'll do that off camera, I'm not sure. But I don't actually have any fish, so I'm going to head down there first to the water. I actually see a wandering trader, so we'll check out the wandering trader first, and then we'll head down there and kill some fish. Let's see what you've got. Sea pickles. The sea pickles could be cool, but I don't think I need any of this stuff. Well, I would like your leads, however, so I'll just just didn't spit at me, then I wouldn't have to kill you, but okay, there we go. Did I get both the leads? I did. And there does appear to be quite a few fish in here, so we'll just see if we can kill a few of these. Okay, so the cat that I really wanted is just up here. Can you see it through the tall grass? So I'm hoping, I really like this. I think it's a calico cat, I want to say. So I'm hoping. Okay, it's just going to run away. Let's just chase after it and spam it with fish. And there we go. We have it. So I'm going to head on back with this little guy. I did see another one over here, I think. A Siamese one. So if I can find it, I might also tame that one. But to be honest, I'm very happy with just the one. So I think I'm just going to head straight back and sign off for today. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to you all for watching today. I know it's been a bit of a shorter video, but I didn't have much time to record after I somehow managed to delete what would have been episode 3. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. All the links as usual are below. Please consider subscribing if you aren't already, because it shows me that you like what I'm doing and it encourages me to continue. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!